acronym for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. The story of how the 2019 Cre8con speaker lineup came together starts with my first viewing of the movie Black Panther. And after that movie was over, I just thought to myself, that was like the most amazing costume design that I've seen in many, many years. So I thought, I gotta get that costume designer for the creative conference. We reached out and in 2018, and the timing wasn't right. The gal's name is Ruth Carter, and her schedule, it didn't work out for that year. But she said, invite me next year. This looks really interesting. Ruth was nominated for Best Costume Design for the Academy Award. And then I thought, well, if Ruth wins the Academy Award, I'm probably not going to be able to get her to come to Portland for the conference. And she won, and then we re-engaged, and Ruth still said yes. Now, right in between those conversations, I got an email from an assistant of a Tony Award-winning Broadway producer who emailed us and asked if there was a spot on the conference lineup for him. His name is Ken Davenport. And I said, yes, there's a spot for Ken. We had never had a Broadway producer as a conference speaker before. We never had a Tony winner, let alone a nominee. One of the board members of Keeping the Arts, the organization that the conference is a fundraiser for, her name is Laura Weber-White. She lives and works in Nashville. And so I contacted Laura because I thought, well, there's got to be a Grammy-winning, performer or producer, songwriter in her Nashville network that we could get to come out to Portland. And Laura brought up Bill Miller, who's a Native American singer-songwriter and visual artist as well, and is a friend of hers. And I talked to Bill. He has a great story, and we really strive for diversity in our speaker lineup, and we've had a couple of Native American speakers in the past. So it just worked really well, and Bill was really all in on the conference. So that got us our Grammy winner. I called one of our sponsors, who's the Oregon Film Office, and Tim Williams there. I said, hey, we have a Grammy winner, an Oscar winner, a Tony winner. I'm looking for an Emmy winner. And he came up with a couple of suggestions. One was Skylar Talene, who's a production designer, has won 2 Emmys for Portlandia. And so he said yes. And so we were set with our EGOT. We were in parallel in conversations with this husband and wife comic book writer team, and Kelly Sue DeConnick and Matt Fraction from Portland. And then I found out that Matt had won 2 Eisner Awards, which are the top award for comic writing. And Kelly Sue was nominated for 2 Eisners as well. And I thought, okay, we got Eisner, and we need to get like another industry that we draw speakers from and attendees is the advertising industry. And that goes back to the entire history of the Creative Conference, a lot of advertising people. And so the Clio Award is one of the top awards there. So we have Wieden & Kennedy in Portland and the Clio Award. So I typed in Clio Award winners at Wieden & Kennedy into Google, and found out that Susan Hoffman won the Clio Lifetime Achievement Award in 2018, last year. And so I thought, Susan had talked before in the 90s. I thought it'd be great to have Susan return again. And she said yes. And so that's how this idea of 6 major industry award winners came together to speak at this year's conference. And we're really excited to see that come together.